Hello, and welcome to Kelly Legends Media. Okay, so I don't know if a lot of you have seen this video, but there's a video of the guy on the thumbnail giving Dubs a rash of his own type of medicine. Okay, he got at Dubs kind of fall, tried to put him in his place, pulled out some paperwork, and pretty much cut him down to size. And even went as far as calling him out to a fade, an octagon fight, one that would be televised. I guess the winner would walk away with the recording of the fight and would have first dibs of presenting the fight on social media. Now, there's been a lot of videos, or not that many, but a few that were made giving different reasons why Ronnie, the gentleman in the beige with the hat, why he would go at Dubs the way he did. And a lot of people said it wasn't for clout, because he didn't need the clout. That his channel has a good chance on getting to 1 million subscribers, and it definitely wasn't for the clout. And a lot of people got a kick out of it, mostly just made fun, out of the whole thing. Doug said he wasn't going to respond to any more of the nonsense. He made 2 videos concerning or in regards to that video, not directly, but if you knew what he was talking about, then you knew. Okay. Apparently, Ronnie was upset because Dubs went on his comment section and left a comment saying that basically Ronnie had interviewed a CO, and Dubs was saying the CO didn't even exist. He wasn't a real CO. And also said some things contrary to what Ronnie believes about the NLR. The NLR stands for Nazi lowriders, okay? And I don't know what it was that Dubs said, but back in the days, yes, they were a force to contend with, I don't know how it is now in the 2000s, but I remember that even in the county jail, they had their own tier, they had their own module, and they were doing things, they were shaking and moving. And I guess Dub said that really they weren't about nada, they were just there, and Ronnie took it some sort of way. He felt insulted, I would say, okay, for him talking about the NLR, and also for saying that this CO wasn't a real CO and it didn't happen the way this CO or the way Ronnie said it, the riot happened. And it was when a friend of Dubs got shot. I think his name was Shanky. He got shot running across the yard to help somebody, and they thought he was going to go and attack a CO, and they shot him on the leg or on the butt, and unknowingly they had hit an artery, and the SEALs didn't realize how serious the gunshot actually was. He had got shot by one of the Mini 14s, and dude ended up bleeding out. He pretty much just fell asleep. It sounded like he wasn't suffering, but he did pass away. And that being the case, there was a lot of talking and a lot of politics going on as to how that was going to be dealt with. Okay, that's coming from Dub's side. Now, I'm not saying Ronnie was right, and I'm not saying Dub was right, and I'm not saying this correction officer was right. What I think on that situation, you had 3 different perspectives of the same situation, and they all seen it from different angles. And once the scuttlebutt started, people started talking. hearing different things from the law enforcement, from someone out of the Chicano politics, because Ronnie's a white dude, Um, sometimes things get lost in the stories. You guys, I'm sure we're shown that experiment where the kids line up in school, the teacher whispers something or has the student read something on a piece of paper, and then whisper it to the next person, all the way down to the next end of the line of all the students. And by the time it gets to that end, it's nothing what was said on the paper, And a lot of times things get mixed up, when you're listening, trying to pick up on what's going on politically with the other side. You got to have really, really good insight, and a really good way to gather your information, make sure that it's accurate. I'm not saying Ronnie was wrong about that situation with Shanky, and I'm not saying Dub was wrong. I just believe they had different perspectives. But Ronnie took it as Dubs calling him a liar, that he was putting out fake information, maybe for clout, And all clout is trying to get views, trying to get subscribers, trying to get numbers, trying to get the bag, And Ronnie says his intentions are more to use whatever he makes to help different programs that he works with. He says he'll open up the books and show where all the money from his channel is going. But let's hear what he has to say when he made a little video. I guess this was after Dubs made 2 response videos, or sometime after Dubs spoke up. Ronnie made this comment.
And a lot of responses. People said, "Oh, you shouldn't respond to this due to that." No, I'm going to respond to you. First of all, I want you to know that you're being heard. Second of all, I want you to know that there's a response to what you're saying. If you're wrong, I'd like you to know the right, because I don't want to keep on. If I'm doing something that's wrong, or I'm supporting something that's wrong, I don't want to keep on throwing my weight behind it. Somebody tells me, "Hey, this is what the right is," and I look at it and I look into it, and that's what's right. I get to correct, where I'm no longer standing on the side of wrong. And then people tell me, "Oh, Dubs, you just did this to get views." Okay, yeah, I do this to get views. That's part of the whole get down, man. I mean, I don't do this to run views off. Matter of fact, talking about views, hit subscribe if you're watching this. Hype it. Go ahead and like us.
Okay, you heard what he said. Go ahead and like us.
Get down, right? So Dub, why did I choose Dub to go out on this and hype it up and stuff? The views played a factor. I knew he had a following. Yeah, and so I wanted to go ahead and get that audience. In fact, I want to get the biggest audience I can. But at the same time, Dubs went on there and he talked a little disrespectful stuff about NLR. Okay? So maybe.
Okay, so Ronnie admitted, did it for the views, and but did you hear him when he said, go ahead, take the time to like us, and he pointed to Dubs. In other words, go over to his channel and like his shit too, and hit like on mine, like he doesn't want to get in like real beef with Dubs. But hey, if it gets views, he's gonna stir the pot. You know what I mean? He says that Dubs has a I think he said 90,000 subscribers. I don't know if that's true or not, but that he has a great number of subscribers, and he's not trying to take them from him, but he knows that they're going to be punching on there to see what Ronnie's saying about their boy. So he's going to get views, and like he says, that's what YouTube's all about, I guess, and that's his thought, that's his feeling. Although a lot of it had to do with Dubs speaking on the NLR, he felt the disrespect, and and other things concerning Dubs that he felt that he should mention. So that being said, I'm gonna let Ronnie take us out of here. I'm gonna put the name of these videos and his channel in the description section down below, so that you could go and you could watch the video. And he does some pretty good videos. He does good interviews. But let's let Ronnie take us out of here.
To get views. That's part of the whole get down, man. I mean, I don't do this to run views off. You know, matter of fact, talking about views, hit subscribe if you're watching this. Hype it. Go ahead and like us. Here's the get down, right? So Dubs. Why did I choose Dubs to go out on this and hype it up and stuff? The views played a factor. I knew he had a following. Yeah. And so I wanted to go ahead and get that audience. In fact, I want to get the biggest audience I can. But at the same time, Dubs went on there and he talked a little disrespectful stuff about NLR. Okay? So maybe I took that personal, maybe I didn't, whatever. I didn't like it. All right? And I've been reached out to from riders, and you may think they're not effective. The message to you, Dubs, is that they hear you loud and clear. And that's it. I don't know where that message came from, any of that, you know, I'm conveying it. Maybe they like what you had to say when you said they ain't a factor in anything ever. Now, so I didn't like that being said right there, because it is true. They were a major factor. And they're still a factor in all over the U.S., but that's neither here nor there. So there was that. And then I bring this correctional officer on here to give their perspective, because I thought people might be interested in hearing how they view things when they do the get down. Right? And there was some interesting stuff there. Like that guy said, you know what? You guys are out there, there's a riot going on and we're getting suited. We're going out there and we know that we're engaging in that riot. We're becoming part of that riot because you guys have done a turnout. So now it's a multifaceted riot. You know, there's some information that came from that guy that was pretty good. But then Dubs says, oh, that dude ain't even a CEO and blah, 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 and all this, right? And so now he just, there's that. Okay, fine. I've been on yards with this guy. But, so that's that. But inadvertently, he's calling me a liar, but he knows what he's doing. If he doesn't, then, you know, yeah, shame on him. But,
okay, thank you for watching Kelly Legends Media. God bless you. God bless your families. Dubs, calm down. It's not that serious. I never seen him make that face, but damn it, I wonder what he was thinking then. But anyways, yeah, people, just stay safe. I just want to mention that I did a video yesterday, and the person that was unalived over on Atlantic and Whittier was a homeboy. Rest in peace, Popeye, from Mariana. And he passed of natural causes. I found out this morning because they had it all taped off in yellow, but this morning I found out that he had passed of natural causes. And I want to send my condolences out to his family and to all those that knew him and loved him. Okay, people, be careful what you do, man. You know, what affects your lives, what affects your well-being. And let's do what we have to do to be out here for our family and our loved ones, so that we can do what we have to do whenever they call upon us. You guys take care, and I hope to see you soon. See you in the next video.